Welcome to Yay the Girls session on Enagic Kangen water ionisers today. My name is Tanya Benlow and I've got lovely Hannah here today as well. Thanks, Hannah. And today we're going to run you through a series of slides talking around why you should change your water, why we should look at how it's going to affect our life, and just making sure they understand that this is an educational presentation. We're going to quickly take you through. It should take about 15 minutes. There's a business opportunity attached onto this, but we are not going to go through that today. We're going to go through that in a separate session, talk to you about high ticket affiliate marketing and direct selling and using social media and automation tomorrow on a separate video. So we're part of the Yay the Girls community group, and our team are as the two of us, and there's also Sarah Bishop and Alison Ockenden as well. So Hannah, would you like to start off with the first one that we'll go through?
Of course, of course. And of course, we go straight forward to it. We're going to be talking about water and really talking about how not all water is created equal. And that's part of life. Things are happening. Whatever water you're drinking here in Sydney could be way different what you're drinking, in Adelaide. So it's all different. But what mostly things that are common in all of them is what's actually being put in the water. So wanted to share that with you and what this machine can do for you. And
Absolutely.
as you,
Yeah.
oh, good, sorry.
Oh, if you can go for this
Yeah.
one.
And of course, as you know, our bodies are made up of over 70% water. So obviously what we're consuming inside our body is what's actually exactly what we're going to be talking about today. And it's a lot of things that we're going to be doing. It's a jam-packed in 15 minutes. There's a lot of information, but we wanted to share this with you, just kind of like bits and pieces of each slides. But of course, if there's more information that you guys want to know about, please feel free to reach out to us. I will be more than happy to do a one-on-one session with you and really go in depth about all these information.
Absolutely. And one of the things we never think about is that our blood's made up of all things water.
Yeah, correct,
So,
correct.
a quick overview just at the front. We're going to go in detail with this a bit further down the track. So, who is Enagic? Enagic is a Japanese manufacturer. It's been around for 51 years this year, since 1974. It's got great international recognition. Celebrated their 50 years last year. They are an innovative electro technology manufacturer. They don't only just make electrolysis machines and water ionizers, they actually make a whole range of really fantastic things for the home. So they're really looking at not only harmonizing our bodies, but in harmonizing our entire homes as well.
And of course, like we said, now water the same, but of course, there's truth that is exposed, especially here in Sydney. I know there's been a lot of talk about how water is just, I would say, not fun. And then again, we're consuming this, we're putting this inside our body, and of course, in our loved ones' bodies as well. And as here, you can see there's a lot of concerning hidden dangers. There's chemicals, or antibiotics, there's hormones, painkillers, odors, sediment, rust, chlorine. Pretty much a lot of things that people don't want to see in their water is in our water. And these are really hidden element and that's really harmful and that's consuming inside our body, and it's not something that again not a lot of us talk about, but it's there.
It's pretty full on and it's quite scary.
Yeah, correct.
Now, so many people are drinking box water. You're buying a lot of bottled water. And if you're
Yeah,
buying box water and bottled water, you can, over 10 years, the stats are, we can give you the stats, is roughly anywhere between $35,000 and $70,000 in 10 years. If you add it up, every $5 to $10 a day you're spending on that, it's actually an enormous amount of money. So spring water, people, we've tested those 15-litre spring water bottles and we found that actually highly acidic. There was one here we tested in South Australia that was making somebody quite sick. They had no idea that the water, and they thought it was regulated. And I said, well, there's no regulation around the pH testing of the water. And the same with all the water bottles you buy on the supermarket shelf. We've tested all of them. Half of them are okay. The other half are not. You shouldn't be drinking them. So, and even coconut water is quite toxic, but we don't know unless we actually have the right pre-filtration system on it. So, but we are not talking today about pre-filtration. That's a separate topic as well, but we'll go into that a bit further. And one of the things a lot of people, there's a lot of misconception around how thinking rainwater is actually really healthy for you. If you talk to any rainwater filtration experts, they will tell you you should not be drinking rainwater. It's highly acidic and it's highly toxic. And what you don't know what it's doing to your internal organs until you get sick. And this is when you start looking at the problems with your water. You can also look at, I'm just going to let you read through these, but you can also look at your local council websites, and they do actually give you a copy of the water reports on there as well. And that is quite frightening sometimes. There's so much media and hypertension over this as well.
Yeah, correct, correct. And then as you we all know, I guess it was more like, did you know the average person ingests about 5 grams of plastic per week? And again, that's something that we don't really think about, but that's something that we're consuming. And it really helps, I'm sorry, it really justifies to where there's all the different things that are going on in our body that we don't know, like sleep disorders because of all these. There's so many things that we don't know that we're consuming our body, and it's just coming from water. There's long-term exposures to things that we didn't even know about, but because we're not educated like ourselves, we started it. When I first heard about the water system, I was like, why? It doesn't matter. It's just water, not actually realizing what I was giving myself, especially my children. And of course, if you want to have more in depth about things that's happened in our lives that's changed for us by changing our water, please feel free to let us know. We'd love to share that with you on a one-on-one call.
Yeah, and all of these slides are also referenced from the World Health Organization as well. So we look at, saving the planet by reducing plastic waste as well. We all know from all the stuff that we're seeing on TV now over the last few years of
Yeah.
how much toxic waste is going on in our waters, and we're seeing it on beachfronts everywhere.
Yeah. And the best part of it all is that this one machine has replaced so much, not just for us, but for many, many people, especially in our community. And it saves up to, for a family, for over $2,000 per year. And that goes because they're using it for just drinking water, all-purpose cleaner, bleach, laundry detergent, cleaners for their fruit and veg, makeup remover, toner, deodorant, conditioner. There's so many ways. And we can also send you a list of just 61 ways of things that you could use with this machine, but I know there's so much more than that, that a lot of our community are utilizing it for. But again, this is something that you can utilize just from one machine.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the choices that we make today really do matter. So let's talk about nanoplastics. So we're just looking at, all the things that actually do invade our human cells. And it is not until you actually start doing some deep research on this, we're going to give you some info on that in a minute. But you don't realize how much the toxic chemicals that are in our source water, just our everyday tap drinking water, anywhere around the world, is really posing a serious threat to our bodies.
Mhm.
So nanoplastics has definitely become the biggest one, and we're starting to realize what the problem is.
Yeah, and it's just underestimating all the PFAS threat and as much of our global water supplies above safe levels. And again, we've tried it into when we did our water demo, we've tried different waters coming in from different areas as well. And that's the thing. Not a lot of us really realize that because look, you bottle in the water, it's something that's so simple, but actually in everyday things that we use, even in our cookware, cosmetics, that's something that we're consuming and putting into our bodies.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Change your water, change your life is
Yeah,
certainly
that's
the
like
topic of today. And we're going to talk about hydration that heals and why Kangen water compares to others. So, Kangen water is the company's motto, which is a return to origin. That's what the actual Kangen means. So, they're talking about hydration on a cellular level. So, the difference between drinking normal water and drinking a cup of this water is when you drink hydrogen rich water, ionized water, alkalized water, this is molecular structured water, and when you drink alkalized water, you return the body back to an alkaline state. And if you're in an alkaline state, it's going to help really support keeping your body in an alkaline state. But
Mm,
what you're going to do is with a cup of this water, you're going to absorb 80% of this through your body. Any other water, you're only going to absorb between 17 to 20% through your water. So there's a difference between hydration on a cellular level when we're drinking electronic charged water. So this is an electrolysis machine that we're talking about today. And we're going to talk to you about understanding how the optimal health outcomes will come from drinking electronic charged water that's been clean, filtered. It's beautiful and soft to drink. It's absolutely amazing. So, molecular hydrogen water really creates high antioxidant rich water to drink. It also creates high mineral rich water to drink. So, it really focuses on drawing all the minerals out of the water and brings it in for us to drink. And when we urinate, we really need to have high minerals in our water as well. So if you're drinking demineralized water, you're actually doing massive harm to your body. So it's really a lot to learn around this.
Yeah, and of course, pretty much you're fueling your body with the purest water. You know, the K water ionizer transforms regular tap water to hydrogen-rich iodized alkaline water, which really supports, the hydration at the cellular level. Like Tanya had said, just really balance you out. So it's not something that you're just putting in just to put in. It's doing something for your body to, again, we can't make any medical claim, but does a lot of different types of things that can help your body into a better state.
Absolutely. It's pretty full on. So
Yeah.
don't just trust us saying it. There is actually, and if you would love a copy of it, we'd love to send you an email with medical research links in it. So one thing Enagic does not do is make medical claims because they're a water ionizer manufacturer. They just manufacture it to save, not only produce amazing clean drinking waters, whether it's electronic charged or not,
Yeah.
or to take your household chemical free. That's the big focus of what the product does. So you can take your household chemical free. But with medical research, there is 50 years worth of medical research documents. So go to PubMed or ask us for the email with all the links in it. So there's stacks of it in there. So you can see on there, it says research on PubMed or Google Scholar, not Google. Google does not have published medical documents. Okay, so there's heaps there to learn about today.
Of course. And of course, again, the question is who is Enagic and what is Kangen water? And you'll hear this all of talk about that obviously throughout this time. And it's basically had, as Tonya said, it's from a Japanese company. Enagic is an international, it's 51 years old, which is real nice because we got to celebrate the 50th anniversary last year. And it's the leading innovation on production of medical grade water filtration and alkaline water ionizer. And it's such an innovative company. Again, if you would like to schedule a call with us, there's more products that they have in regards to the M Guard, in regards to the air. There's so many things, and they're very innovative within the company as well. And of course, the Enagic's philosophy, as you heard us say many times in this presentation, change your water, change your life. It's really realizing the true mental, physical, financial health that can change for you and for your family.
Absolutely. It changed my life. When I first bought my product 6 years ago, or heading towards seven, I know, Hannah, you've had yours 7 to 8 years now,
Yeah.
is I actually had no idea what the hell I was getting. I just knew I thought I was buying a water filter.
Yeah.
I know I was actually looking for a business. That was the main thing. I was looking for a fully automated online business that I could do while we're traveling around Australia. But why I love Enagic, because I've realized that the human body is made up over 70% water. The educational component, I had no idea. And it changed my life literally within 7 days. And every time we see people drink this, the first 3 days, it actually detoxes the body,
Yeah.
takes you through a really good healing process. And by day 10, your body's starting to feel so amazing because you're hydrated, you're sleeping better, you're feeling better, and things really shift and change. So they've been a pioneer, yeah, like I said, over 50 years now, and really a highly crafted product. So everything's made, every component of what they make, it's all patent pay, system as well. So their system is all made in-house. Every component of their machinery, even the filters, are all manufactured in-house. They don't buy anything external. And their manufacturing plants are monstrous. Like I was amazed how big they were when I went through their factories last year. So we understand that the K8 is also the highest quality product that's on the market. It is a certified Japanese medical grade device in Japan, and it is being sold globally. And they sell about over $1 billion worth of these a year now. So it is not something that is being new to the market. It's been out there and it's doing very well. So it's really understanding that with locations that are around the world, it's a great business opportunity to have as well. So anyway, we'll go through the next sort of collection in there. So what we have a bit more on.
Yeah, of course, and you've heard us talk over and over about the K8. It's pretty much the number one thing that we sell within the Enagic company. It has a full LCD panel. It has clear voice prompts. It talks in different languages. It cleans itself. It's self-cleaning. So there's a lot of things within the K8. That's why it's actually the flagship of Enagic because there's so many things that go into it, and it's just one machine. And it's nice enough where it fits into your counter, your kitchen counter. So it's something that's able to be put into where most of it will fit into a kitchen counters of in your kitchen.
Yes, and it's fully portable. You can take it
Yeah,
anywhere.
correct.
Take
Yes,
one.
again, correct attention. Yeah, yeah, correct,
I
correct.
flew to Sydney with it the other day. You
Yeah.
can take it in a caravan. You can take it to a hotel for the weekend. So what it has is On the left-hand side, it actually has a filter. So it does filter chlorine impurities. Now, it doesn't take out a lot of other things. Now, if you're looking for something for fluoride, you have to have a different pre-filter for fluoride. In Western Australia and Adelaide has the hardest waters in Australia. So we actually have a pre-filter on ours to take the hardness out of the water. We have chloramine in our water here in Adelaide as well. So we actually have the pre-filter to remove that before here. Enagic makes the one filter for a global market. So just be mindful about that. So if you've heard anything else, that's exactly what it does do. Then it's got 8 titanium plates in there. So what it does, it goes, filters the water, goes through the machine, it goes through the electronic charge platinum plates in there. So what it does, it breaks the molecules of the water so fine. So when you drink the water, you absorb it through your body. So you're hydrating your bones, your muscles, your joint, your tissue. And so you're not urinating as much either. It
Yeah.
makes a huge difference in here. And just really understanding you're drinking, an incredible antioxidant rich water when you drink it straight out of the tap every day as well. You'll run nearly 95% of all your water through this machine for everything, and you'll only run the other 5% through the tap will be the hot water. So it's a great business for small families or single people, just like my husband and I. Comes with a 5-year warranty. It says most of them say a minimum expectancy lifespan is about 25 years. They still have machines going at 40 years strong with no issues as well. So, and to get all the accreditations they have on the bottom is huge.
Yep. Yep. And of course, the different type of pHs. There's a 2.5. This is the strong acidic water. This is pretty much what you say your cleaning part of the water component you could use it for. I use it for here at our homes as hand sanitizers. We use it in our counters. We use it for like toning. We would use it pretty much for like I have my kids use the mouthwash for it. And then there's just so many different things that you can use it for. It's even sinus clearing, because my son has really enlarged noise, so we always have to do that. So there's so many things that you can do with just the 2.5. Like I said, we can give you a list of 61 ways you could use it, but there's so much more that you definitely utilize it for.
Yeah, you can use it on your pets, and even if you've got bad acne too, we can give you a skin protocol to clean your skin. It's just it heals the skin really well because it kills the bacteria.
Yep.
So then there's the what we call beauty water, and that sits between 4 to 6 pH. It's lovely and soft, and when it's electronic charge, you can use it as a conditioner for your hair. It's just sensational. I love this one purely more so for cleaning my kitchen because when I do a micro spray across the kitchen bench tops and all my cupboards, the fridge, glass, and even the windows around my house, it's just incredible. Like it lifts all the dirt off, cleans everything just with a microfiber cloth. So it's incredible. And we've seen bathrooms, everything used for. So you can see all the different things the uses in there for. There's just so many to list. So we'll go on to the next one.
And of course, the 8.5, the 9.5, this is the drinking water. This is one where you could utilize it for enhancing your cooking. And look, I know Tanya's, a chef by trade, but I'm not a very good cook. But I've noticed, when I use Kangen water, it's a lot better. It tastes a lot better, especially in soups and stews that I've made, and especially we as a Filipino, we have so many different spices. When we utilize the Kangen water, it tastes a lot better, it really enhances the flavor.
Yeah, and it balances the pH level in your cooking as well. It's really good. So the 11.5. Now, probably just to make a bit of context, it has 2 hoses on the machine and it's always making 14 pH. So if you're pressing 9 pH on the machine to make the Kangen drinking water, it's going to make it 5 pH water comes out of the other hose. And you'll use that water for other things. So the one that comes out of the bottom hose, traditionally, you just use for everything else, whether it's watering the garden, throw it in your washing machine, washing the dishes. I use it for cooking. You can use it for anything. It's just the top drinking water. But when we press the 2.5 to make the hypochlorous acid, that hospital grade disinfectant it is, on the other hose out of the top, it makes 11.5. So you get two cleaning waters at the same time, which is really amazing. And you can use it for cleaning, washing all your fruit and vegetables or cleaning the house or whatever. But I love the 11.5 because I've cleaned my barbecues with it. I clean the floors with it, clean the car, caravan. You can use it for all sorts of things in here. And even if you have an upset stomach, like you have gastro, you can have a third of a cup of this and it will settle the tummy. It's absolutely incredible what it does do. I use it for cleaning the fireplace, the glass windows, all sorts of things. And what it does, it pulls dirt really out of the surface and it emulsifies oil. The other good part about it is clean the skin on the face because it can actually do that too. So absolutely brilliant stuff. So we'll go on to the next slide.
And of course, time to look at the other impacts of your health. We'll move further into that. And yep, and so it's pretty much the way you again, it's pretty much what you're putting in your body, but now we're also going to be talking about what putting on your body. Pretty much when you're going to the tub or the bath, you're pretty much just bathing in a cocktail of chemicals. It's not just again, we're not just talking about what we're putting in, but we're putting on. And so when you're taking a bath, obviously the same water that you're coming in from your kitchen faucet is going to be coming out of your bath closet as well, and it will show you what we have. It's called an Anespa that will show you exactly what can do when you start taking shower and utilizing this product.
Absolutely. And so this is the Enespa. This is the shower spa system, which is just beautiful. One of the things you never realize, what do you think the biggest organ in your body is? Most people think it's like the
Yeah,
kidneys or liver. It's actually our skin. So the pores of our skin will absorb an enormous amount of chlorine when you shower or bathe. You've probably never given that a thought. I'd never thought about that until I learnt about this. And one of the things I do is swim in a stinky pool. And so I go to the heated pool to do rehabilitation a couple of times a week, and I come out reeking of chlorine. And when I shower in this, it actually lifts the chlorine off me. So it just proves the point, the difference between when we look at showering with this. So this has two filter systems in it. So you're really showering in a soothing hot spring experience with the Anespa. It's all stainless steel. So you're only buying one of these for a lifetime and just changing the filters each year,
yep,
which is really amazing. It is portable, so you can put it in a shower, you can put it in a rental property, you can put it in a caravan. We've actually renovated down the back end of the house and we've actually hidden it in the wall in the room next to it, which is the laundry. So it's actually out of sight, so you can't even see it, but yeah, very easy to install. And one hose goes to the shower and one hose goes to the bath. So if you have a shower bath combo, you can use that. But it's
yep.
got two sections on it, so it can be plumbed however you like, but it doesn't actually even need a plumber to do it. So, and it really generates the most incredible mineral ion water because it's just naturally done with the two systems that are inside it. And these bead systems are in there are actually from Okinawa as well, which is just beautiful.
Yeah, and then of course, like Tanya mentioned, it's pretty much contains like a blend of natural hot springs. So it's like when you're taking a bath, it's just taking advantage of that hot spring and realizing you're bathing in mineral ion water. So it really gives you time to relax. And again, if you would like to book a call with us one-on-one, we can share with you experiences that I've had, my children have by utilizing the Anespa for their skin. But the best part of it, of course, it's a 3-year manufacturer warranty as well that comes with this product.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the triggers for inflammation and poor immunity can be a whole range of different things. Now, I used to have really high inflammation markers in my body, and I can tell you that the water has just changed how my body operates and how my blood test results are as well. So, a lot of things that we can be looking at is all the different things around drinking water, showering water, impact of the food and the environment, everything. Really, we can look at changing our health and wellness around this.
Yeah, and one of the things, again, another great product is the Kangen Ukon. It's pretty much what they say it would be like the secret ingredients. It's recognized for centuries as the natural healer, which is turmeric, which is nice is because Enagic utilizes this, and which is nice. It's not just there's not just the pill. There's also the soap, and they also have the sorry, there's the soap, the pills, and the tea, which is really nice, and it's a really part of the health and wealth in regards to the Enagic products.
I love the tea, and
Yeah,
the soap
perfect.
is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another, we were talking a bit earlier on. We said it was electro technology company. So we're looking at EMF exposure through the house. So if you've got computers in front of you, you have no idea how much is coming off those. And I
Yeah.
bet you never even thought about if you're sitting in an office in your home or the office in a place and you've got mobile phone towers out in the front of you, how much is actually coming in through the house? It's actually a lot. So we can show you videos on that, but you never thought of all that. We've actually got the NBN hardwired into the house, and it comes in through the office where I sit here, and it's huge the amount that comes in from there, let alone what's coming on our mobile phones. So this is another one we're going to run you through quickly.
Yeah, and it's the Ember technology is neutralizing and reducing the harmful EMF exposure. Like Tanya had mentioned, we're exposed to it all the time. You have it on your home, in your office, your TVs, your computers, anything, your kid iPads, just devices. And it's a really safeguard for your family's well-being. And it's nice because it's portable, so you can take it with you wherever you go.
Yeah, absolutely. And then look at the air. This is the
Yes,
brand
I
new
love this.
product they've just launched. Is Kangen Air. So everyone thinks Kangen is water, but there's an air product as well. So Kangen is looking at return to origin. So we're turning what we'll never know is how stinky our husbands can be, or animals, or kids, or there could be all sorts of things that create a smelly environment in your home. But if we look at how can we purify air, so this is something very new and innovative. And like with the EMF device, they had 5 Panasonic scientists design that product. So massive high quality products in there as well.
Yes, and it's nice again because it's portable. You can take it all around, and it's pretty much again what Enagic is trying to do is make everything that you're putting in your body, on your body, around your body, and of course, especially even what you're breathing in, it's helping you breathe easier, and of course, again, living better because that's what Enagic's motto is. It's not just changing your water; it's pretty much changing your environment, and you're changing your life.
Mm. It's pretty interesting, isn't it?
Yeah,
So what we want to do is help you elevate your life, your health, your wellness, because we know our personally ourselves, and just people that we speak to, after a week of having these products in their home is life changing. They feel it, they can see it, and it's quite tangible. So your next steps is to book a call in with us or have a chat with us. And we are the experts in the Yay the Girls Facebook group in here. It is a part of a business opportunity. So we're going to run through that in the next webinar. And we try and do this quite regularly for the group. But you can ask us any questions online. So thank you
thank
everyone
you.
for watching. Thanks, Anna.
Thank
Bye
you.
for now. We appreciate your time today. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you shortly.
Bye.